It is good to have you at Community Baptist Church today. We welcome those online also, and we wanted to go through a few announcements. Thank you for all those who participated in the veteran service in the Greensboro Police Department. We're thankful for them. And also, don't forget about Grief Share continuing on. They're not far. I think they're on lesson 8 right now, and I believe they've got just a few more weeks of that if you want to take part in that. Thank you for those who served this morning at the community breakfast. I believe this Sunday morning it's going to be the youth are serving seniors this morning, Sunday morning, right after the morning service. I think there was a sign up for that. And then we will have a Christmas treat assembly. Is that correct? At 11:15. All right. If you just need something to do, just stay around here for just a little while and we can find something for you to do. And if you just want to be a part of the Christmas play, we can make that arrangement too, right? And so don't forget also Thanksgiving meal. We're going to ask that you bring food for you and one other person, because this church always struggles to have enough food. We don't ever eat enough around here, you know. But we're going to try it on a Sunday. I think that might be a help to people and trying to not rush into Tuesday like we normally do. And so don't forget about that. I know WMS is doing a food drive to help some families in 2 different churches in Western North Carolina. And there's a sheet that's requested the food pickup. And Isaac is very excited to be able to, his goal is to raise 1,000 toys this year and be able to drop that off. I've already seen a big tub of container in there that's got toys in it. Got some good news. Southern Guilford's FFA has decided to take this project on too. And so they have decided to make that their toy drive project. And so it's very possible the young man could go over 1,000. And so just a community coming together for that. And then I think that's pretty close. If you would like to come to that Thanksgiving meal and you'd like to sign up for that, we'd appreciate that very much. And then we have memorial service coming up at the end of December. It's already, Christmas is here, folks. I know we ain't got Thanksgiving, but it's already here. But we're going to have a memorial service. Some of you have lost really good friends. Some of you have lost family members. You've lost a spouse or even a child, and so, or a grandchild. And so we always take that last Sunday of the month and we remember those folks that have gone on. And so we would like for you to write their name so we can put it on a piece of paper, and we'll do something special that day where we can recognize those who have passed away, okay? And also we will have our beach trip coming up. That's coming up soon. And so you already have signed up for that, and everybody's paid and ready to go. And so that Sunday will be a little bit different. Of course, we'll be there at the hotel, and then Pastor Ricky will take care of things here. And so thankful for everybody who just jumps in and participates. And then we're going to have a Christmas caroling again this year on December the 9th. And, of course, there's a sign up for that too, right? To sign up for that too. I'm telling you, you can get involved any way you want to around here. Any more announcements, anything that you would like the church to know? Thank you. Yes, we had 3 chairs that were left over, and one even had shocks on it. It was a nice rocker. I told David that was donated to him, I think, if they left it. But they're in the fellowship hall. If you left your chairs and just walked out and forgot them, there they are. Don't forget that we do have some very serious requests. Charles and Judy just left. Charles has had something come up on his arm, and he's going for an ultrasound right now. And then he goes for a second opinion for all of these different spots in UNC Chapel Hill, just to make sure both doctors are on the same page. And so just remember Charles and everything going on there. Tammy Robbins has reached out also, and her nephew Tyler has passed away, and so tragic there. So I think I'm going to be doing that funeral this Saturday. To continue to remember Bill Taylor as he continues to get stronger. It is good to see Betty Locklear, and she's breathing well and moving freely around. It's good to see you. Continue Mr. Virgil, and as he just really struggling to breathe and just get around. So remember him. It's good to see Miss SD up and about. She's been moving right along like she always has. And then, of course, Miss Paula York, she has still some bad days as a result of the radiation she's going through there. So continue to remember her. Any more that we need to add that are not on here? Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I had her on here. So Beverly Holiday was bit by her dog, and there was just an accident, and so as a result, she's got some places now.
She's doing very well with that, but that hit was part of that accident. But the hand is healing really well.
Good. But yeah, she called me on that night, and they had it wrapped up, and they were just concerned about infection. So it's her hip again. She was doing so good. Thank you. Remember Kevin Kivett, he is now at hospice in Asheboro. And so just remember Mr. Kevin Kivett. I saw him, was it Monday I saw him? And then he wasn't doing real well, but he did well yesterday. And so, but that way they can just control his pain, the best place to be for him. So, but he's assurance of his salvation, and he said, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. And so, yeah.
Any member Jack Culberson gets his, they know what's going on with his first December. Also, other guy used to play with us, Jerry Farrell. We should pray for him, please. He's still in the hospital. I thought he was going to be in a nursing home, but he's 66 years old and fell, broke his neck, and he's always been kind of bad shape. But he's bad here lately, but just pray for him. I don't know about, said something about it. Medicaid wouldn't pay for him to go to a nursing home or something. I don't know much about that stuff. Just pray that that's figured out somewhere. He can't go back home last thing.
So Jack will find out something on.
First week of December.
We've been praying for him. Also, if you are on this list and if you feel like you are ready to come off of this list, because we're always rotating people in and out, you can see these ladies up here on the front row, and they'll take care of that, getting that removed. And so, if you are ready to come off the list, because we try to squeeze everybody in. So, all right, let's go to the Lord in prayer. Bruce, would you open us, please? God.
A chair with shocks on it. That's pretty good. When somebody buys a chair that's got shocks on it, they plan on sitting down for a while, I don't have one of them yet. Blue book, page 92. We're going to do 3 verses of Sweet Hour Prayer. Y'all stand up with me if you can.
distress and grief, my soul has often found relief. And the tempter's snare, by the return, sweet hour of prayer, sweet hour of prayer, sweet hour of prayer. Thy wings shall my petition bear, to Him whose truth and faithfulness engage the waiting soul to bless. And since He bid me seek His face, believe His word and trust His grace, I'll cast on Him my every care and wait for Thee, sweet hour of prayer, sweet hour of prayer, sweet hour of prayer. May I Thy consolation share, till from Mount Peace the lofty height I view my home and take my flight. This robe of flesh I'll draw and rise to seize the everlasting prize, and shout while passing through the air, farewell, farewell, sweet hour of prayer. Amen. You may be seated.
All right, we're going to conclude with our final message on commitment and what happened to it. And I think we're going to be looking at some things tonight this morning that I think that's going to be our final contributor to this. Sunday morning, I have been asked for a while, would I do my study on angelology, and so we're going to start that on Sunday morning, okay? And then what that is and what that looks like, and I think you'll be very encouraged at the position and what takes place around us, and it's so humbling also is what you're going to find. But we looked at commitment, and we were talking about the fact of we don't have that this day and age. We've looked at it from a church standpoint, a Christ standpoint, just a job standpoint, employee or employers. And I think as I've looked through this so much that I said, I think that I have come to the conclusion of why that there's so much of a lack of commitment. And it's a world we live in is so new age in the fact of it's so self-consumed with self, right? And so have you ever lived in a day and age where people of all ages have been so much about themselves? When is it, do you remember growing up where I remember I was talking to somebody, and forgive me if you're in this room and I don't remember that you were called to split wood for a neighbor, and you went and split wood for a neighbor, and then you were called to pull tobacco for this person, and you got up and you went, and you went and did it. You didn't ask questions. You didn't stick out your hand after and say, how much, you going to pay me before I did it? You just went, and the kids in this neighborhood were just loaned out all over, right?